Many of you are reaching out to me and they're asking me, Sheila, how do I find my life purpose? I know it's a question so many people ask. They ask themselves, they ask their friends, they ask their colleagues, they ask their family members, and people trying to find their life purpose. So today I'll share with you 10 steps on how I found my life purpose. It could be different from other people, but it's proven science. And your life purpose could be just right in front of you. The questions that I always want to you when you come to me, and anybody who's trying to find their life purpose, what motivates you? What makes you happy? Those are some of the questions you need to ask yourself. What are those things that makes you happy? That when you wake up in the morning, you just get motivated, you just want to continue doing, or you're those type that you switch off, you snooze your alarm until you can't snooze it any longer. That's it. So please, when you want to find your purpose, find your why. What's your why? Who are you? Can you ask yourself, who am I? Who are you? I remember when I was young, I really enjoyed going to school with my mom. She is a teacher and she never used to teach in the same school that I used to be. But I remember she always had this drama festival, music, dancing, and I really loved an environment that had education, but at the same time fun. So I will go follow my mom to school, and whenever I have free time, not that I miss class, but during my free times, like weekend, they would do their practice. I remember programs like Child to Child, where children will advocate for other children into education. I used to love such kind of things. So I would request to go with her, to go help her do her books, or I know after that there's also some good juice and food. But looking back, it's prepared me to the field I am in. I am very motivated about education, about women empowerment, about speaking about issues in the community. I am so outgoing, and that's why I started my organization, the non-profit organization that empowers the vulnerable in the society, those who don't have the voice, the women. We work with women in the slums, in the rural areas, the youth, the children. So finding your why, what motivates you? I knew that education motivated me. I knew that an environment that has fun, music, I knew that I needed to do something to speak against the voiceless. I knew that some people are looking for that information that somebody has somewhere. How do I share this? And that's why I started this platform. So what's your why? Ask yourself, who are you? What's your why? What motivates you? What are you doing right now? What is it that you're doing right now? And who are you doing it for? The people you're doing it for, do they need what you're doing them that particular thing to? Ask yourself those questions. And what's your impact? When you do whatever you're doing, do you find that you're making a change? Or it's just a repetition and go for salary? A repetition and get your wages? A repetition and that's it? Do you find that the people that you are helping, you are impacting, are you making a change in your small space? Are you able to impact? Those are some of the questions that I really would want us to have an honest discussion. So we'll go straight into the 10 steps to find your life purpose. Number 1, start small. Start small. You don't need to have all the resources to start your life purpose. Start small. Start where you are. Start with it. You don't need all the monies. You don't need all the big cars. Just start small. If it's something maybe you are passionate about, environment issues, start by volunteering into some of the non-profit organizations that you have interest in, that are working in the same passion area of interest you have, like environmental issues. You're interested about human rights. Find an organization that is already doing that. Start doing it. Start reading about human rights. If you are keen about gender issues, volunteer. Start small. Don't wait for you to have, because that time will not be there for you. You might have all the resources, but you still feel not happy. I've heard people saying that, I've even watched people who are very rich, but they're not happy. They still find, they still have some emptiness. So just start small. That's the first step that I'll encourage you. Start small. Number 2, free yourself. Free yourself from the world's expectation, because the world will always have expectation for you, my sister, my brother. The world will have a million expectations for you. I know when I was growing up, I had people were telling me that I need to be a surgeon, and deep inside my heart, I knew that I'm not any close to even being a doctor. There are people who are telling me, you need to be this and that. People will always have expectation for you. Please free yourself. Have inner conversation and honest conversation with yourself. Where do you want to see yourself? Where do you want to impact? Where do if you start listening to every other big person, you will get lost. So please have time for yourself, reflect on your life, reflect on you, free yourself from the expectations. Number 3, seek harmony. Seek harmony and sustainability. What I mean by this is, 1, have time to evaluate your passion. Will your passion be in a position to help you earn a living? Or will it be a hobby? If it's a hobby, it's okay, but you also need to pay your bills. You have bills to pay. So look at ways that you can turn your life purpose into earning you a living. I always tell people that for the last 8 years, when I started my non-profit organization, I was not on salary, and for sure, I've not been on salary, but I had a way of we would find a way of getting some stipends, allowances, opportunity to at least earn a living. Because when your life purpose does not provide for you, or you're not in a position to earn a living, there's a likelihood that life purpose will die out. Look at it in terms of, in the long run, is it sustainable? Is it in harmony with what you want to be? Or you're doing it because it gives you money and you can have all the luxury? And who say that money gives you? Okay, money is good. Don't get me wrong. Money is good. It will buy you whatever you need. But does it also come with a full package of happiness? Maybe it does, but I think history has shown us otherwise. Number 4, have joy in the little things. Take time to celebrate yourself. If you wait that I'll celebrate myself when I turn 30, or I'll celebrate myself when I cut my weight to a particular, or I'll celebrate myself when I add weight, or I'll celebrate myself when I graduate from masters, please take time to celebrate the little steps. If it's maybe you've enrolled for a master's degree that takes maybe 2 years, 3 years. Every opportunity that you've even to attend a class, that's a celebration. To pass a quiz that will lead you to the graduation, that's a celebration. Because if you wait for that time, 3 years, 4 years to come for you to celebrate, you will continue to live a miserable life. And you might not even figure out your life purpose at the end of it all anyway. So learn to celebrate, have the joy in the little things, because those little things build up to the big, to your life purpose. Number 5, start now. I said start small. This one is start now. Please don't wait for the world to come and get, the bell to ring for you to start. Now this is the bell for you. Start your life purpose now. start now. Start now by reading books about your area of interest. Start now by going into the movies, into the YouTube channels, into sharing. Ask your friends, where do you think my life purpose is? Ask your family members, they know you better. Start now. Don't wait for anyone to come and tell you, oh, you say that you love this. Have you started? Start now. That's what I can tell you. If you can't start now, you'll never start it. So number 6 is build yourself. And build your self-discipline. Think that you're finding your life purpose and you're sure you want to follow that route. Please make it a routine. Don't wake up today so motivated. I found my life purpose, I found my life purpose, I found my life purpose. You start working on it, then tomorrow you forget about it. No, you have to be self-disciplined, because it is through the self-discipline that you'll get to understand it, you'll get to know the challenges, you'll get to know opportunities, you'll get to know where to start from, who to reach out to, how to go about it, how to build your networking, how to, discipline is very key and it's very, very important. Number 7, stop worrying about the outcome. Stop worrying about the what ifs. What if I start today and it doesn't work out? Why don't you start? And if it doesn't work out, so what? Concentrate on yourself. If it's about your health, you want to, your life purpose is to stay healthy, start eating healthy. But just stop worrying about the outcome, because the world will always give you, everybody will have the opinion about you. And you will have what if my spouse will not like what I'm doing? What if my daughter will not like, or what if my neighbor will not? We worry about things that we can't even control. Work on the things that you can control, and things you can control are things that you can do and make a change. Stop worrying yourself about the things that don't even add value in your life. And number 8, find a role model. Find yourself a role model. This idea or this journey of finding your life purpose is not easy. Anything that come by, you might think that it's your role, it's your life purpose. But when you identify a role model, and a role model can be a living person, can be the person who has left us already, as in non-living, dead. But you have to find yourself a role model. A role model, you'll get to see their life, how they got to, be where they are at. Especially if they are alive, you can reach out to them, and you don't have to have a role model that you can call. You can just have a role model that you can even watch from the YouTubes. You have very powerful people who started with nothing and who've impacted so many lives. So many lives. So find yourself a role model. A role model will keep you motivated, will keep you on the path. When you try to, they'll give you an idea of what it means to follow your purpose. So when you find your role model, you have your path to your life purpose. Number 9, ignore the negative people. I remember when I was starting my organization, and I would share with my friends, I'm thinking of starting this non-profit organization. I'm thinking of starting. The first thing they told me, do you have the money? How are you going to feed yourself to do this? What do you think? I don't think it will make a change. So there are people who will be very fast to dismiss you, not because they don't like you, but there's most probably they want to protect you. They want to protect your feelings so that when you don't succeed, they will have, I told you this is not workable, They just want to protect you. And it's good to have people who will protect you, who want to protect you. But you also have to understand that the negative people could be also bringing you down. And most of the time, these negative people, or not negative people, please don't crucify me. They project negativity. Most of the time, the people who will turn you down on your idea are either your family members, your close friends, the people you really want them to cheer you up. They'll be the first people to tell you, no, it's not doable. It's not yours. You're not the right person for it. And the moment you realize, this is me, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to be, these are the people I want to touch their lives, this is exactly who and don't get me wrong, you will face challenges. When you find your life purpose, that's when all the challenges that were sitting somewhere in a corner will wake up, and they'll come for you, and they'll be like, okay, or maybe my friends were true when they told me, no, don't try it. So ignore negativity, because either way, even if you sit down, the negativity will still be there. Even if you do nothing with your life, the negativity will still be there. So why don't you take advantage and just do it? And even if you succeed, some people will still doubt your success. So if you wait for people to cheer you up, or you tell them an idea and they're like, oh yeah, that's the best idea, that's, no one else has ever come up with, you're lying to yourself. The negative people will be there, and they are there for a reason. They're in our lives for a reason. We have to accept them. The people who will try to bring you down will always be there. So be prepared about it. Be prepared about them. Stay positive. Have information. When they come to pin you down, have information. Have the fire burning. Have the passion. And who told you need to explain yourself to every other person? I remember there are some people who just smile when they tell me, oh, do you think you can have access to the vulnerable? They have their own people. They have their own people they talk to. Do you think you can access these particular people? They have, do you think you can make a change? I just smile. I smile and continue thinking what I think, because in my heart, in my deepest heart, I know that what I'm doing, somebody, even if just one life is changed, there's always going to be a change. So don't let no one switch off your light. Switch it off by yourself. Let no one blow out your light. No. Number 10, add value. The thing you want to do, is it adding value? Ask yourself, is it adding value? Everything in my space add value to whatever is there, to whatever is in place. Am I helping the people around me? Am I supporting the people around me? How is it that whatever I'm doing will make a change to A, B, C, and D? So find a way to add value. When you find a way to add value, that's the right path into your life purpose. So once again, those are the 10 the 10 steps in no particular order, or maybe in some I've tried to put them in some order. But when you go through this and you clearly understand where you want to be, you will go far. And did I tell you, it is not easy, but it is worth it. It is worth living a life fulfilled purpose. Imagine how many more lives you can change in your small space. Imagine how many people you can touch in your small space. You don't have to have everything to start. It just needs you to start. It just needs you to find your purpose. And through your purpose, you can do so much in this world. The space is so big for everyone to find their life purpose. So guys, thank you so much for taking time to watch my channel. I hope in my little way, I hope I made a change in your life. I hope I helped you in one way or another to find your life purpose. Hope. It's just a hope. But if you find this video of importance, please feel free to share it out. Subscribe. like my channel, comment through your comments. They help me understand where, probably ask a question or understand where I should have done better. I'm still growing. Or some topics I should touch on. I'm here. As I shared with you, I'm more into educating as many as I can. So if there's something that you want me to talk about, feel free to comment on the comment section. And love you guys. Thank you so much for always coming by to view, to interact with me, it makes me motivated and it's helping me build my life purpose of impacting as many lives as I can in my small space. Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely time.